Godly day, ladies and gentlemen, all over the world. How are you doing today? Well, I would like you to believe, claim, and declare that you are better today than yesterday. Well, this time we will have a conversation about the disciplines and ideas of the social sciences. And we will focus our conversation on the major social science theories, and we will center our discussion on the two most essential learning competencies. Now, what are these two most essential learning competencies? One is to analyze the basic concepts and principles of the major social science theories, and two, to apply the major social science theories and its importance in examining the socio-cultural, economic, and political conditions in our society. Now, my dear students, I would like you to bear in your mind and put in your heart this one plain truth in human ecology, one plain truth in our society. Change is the law of life. Change is the law of life. Well, as we all know, change exists. Change persists at all times, in all human occasions, and in all human conditions. Sabi nga nila, in this society, in this world, there is nothing permanent except change, right? And according to Alan Watts, a British philosopher, the only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it. In other words, we being social animals are mandated to adopt change, to engage with the ever-changing times. So the loud questions would be how to adopt change, how to engage with the ever-changing times, how to deal with the hurly-burly of social realities. The answer is plain and simple. Think and act as human beings. Yes, you heard it right. That is the plain and simple answer. Think, act as human beings. Don't you know that the two big time attributes of human beings are rationality and radicalism? Yes, you heard it right. Rationality and radicalism. Now, rationality pertains to intelligence. Radicalism is freedom, right? You and I and all humans have the mandate to responsibly use the freedom and intelligence in examining, in understanding, and in acting upon the social, cultural, economic, and political conditions in our time. And hey, mind you, no one is exempted, but everyone is expected to get engaged, to get involved, to participate in making this world a better place to live in making this world a better place to live in. Yes, it is our mandate as human beings to make our society a better place to dwell, to make this world a better place to live in. Now, social science has a gargantuan task, a challenging task, a noble task with respect to making the world a better place to live in. As a matter of fact, The function of social science is all about stewardship. Yes, stewardship, as in STEWARDSIP. Now, stewardship is responsible management. Stewardship is the act of caring, curing, and sharing of resources, particularly natural and human resources. Now, in our screen, there is a slide, and in this slide, you can see the images of disciplines of social science. First image from the left is about geography. Geography is considered the queen of all sciences. Why? Simply because geography deals with human and natural ecology. In other words, it entails the rest of the disciplines of social as well as natural sciences. Now, let's go to the second image. The second image speaks about history, anthropology, and sociolinguistics. These disciplines are interested in the cultural and social aspects of man's development, from ancient to medieval to modern to contemporary periods. Now, the third image, tree of people. It is related to sociology. And when we speak of sociology, it is a study of society and social interaction. It is concerned with patterns of social relationships, social behavior that surrounds our everyday life. Now let's go to the lower portion of the slide. The fourth image is psychology. Psychology explains how the body and mind work together, affect each other in times of stressless or stressful situations, and how the body and mind collide or connive in terms of decision making. Now, fifth image has to do with political science. It entails understanding political ideas, ideologies, principles, policies, processes, and laws in a given society. And the last image, the sixth image, is about economics. As humans evolve and develop through the ages, economics has become a very integral discipline of the social science. Why? Because it professes the effective and efficient use of resources, and it tackles the threats. It tackles the opportunities, threats and opportunities that emerge out from the utilization of resources. So those are the six images representing the disciplines of social science. Well, I would like to believe that you are well familiar, you are well versed about the disciplines of social science. Now, to gain a better understanding on social phenomena, social events, situations, happenings that transpire in our society, let's talk about the basic concepts of the three major social science theories. Now, what are these three major social science theories? One, structural functionalism. Two, Marxism or social conflict. And three, symbolic interactionism. I repeat, the three major social science theories are structural functionalism, Marxism or social conflict, and symbolic interactionism. Now, let's deal first with structural functionalism. The main point of structural functionalism is each part works together as a functional whole. As you can see, the images on the slide projects or signifies how structural functionalism works in our society. Focus on the first image. The first image speaks about bureaucratic system. It speaks about bureaucracy, wherein in a given society there is a leader and followers. The leader has the authority to lead, and the followers have the authority to follow. Now, let's go to the second image. The second image speaks about responsible practice of authority on the part of leader and followers. When both parties, leader and followers, practice authority in good taste, unity, cooperation, and solidarity will arise. Diba? Now, third image. The third image presents the role of every member of the community in the achievement or realization of goals in the society where the members belong. The ultimate goal of any society is good life. Take note of that. The ultimate goal of any society is good life. Now, good life takes place when there is peace and prosperity. Sabi nga na, peace, prosperity, and love for all mankind. Now, peace and prosperity experienced by all members in a given society, from the ranks of the privileged to the ranks of the marginalized. Thus, it is a challenge on the part of a leader to motivate and inspire every sector, every member, every individual to function according to his or her capacity and skills for the attainment of goals. In other words, each one of us is a very important element in our society because each one of us has something to share in the attainment of societal goals. Now, the second social science theory is Marxism or social conflict. On the point of view of Marxism or social conflict theory, it perceives society as a venue of competition for resources, social, material, political resources. Society is comprised of two conflicting forces, the privileged versus underprivileged, rich versus poor, capitalist versus working class, haves versus have-nots. And as we have observed and experienced every now and then, society goes into struggle, social struggle, economic struggle, political struggle. And the reason for this is the inequitable distribution of resources. Another reason is the absence of power sharing and the presence of plutocracy, where the rich and powerful control all aspects of life at the expense of the poor and powerless. But it always lingers in my mind what Karl Marx, the father of communism, has professed. According to him, there is a culture of accumulation of wealth at one point and an accumulation of misery at the opposite point. Now, this culture is the cause, is the reason of social conflict that prevails through and through in the place where we are living. Conflict, war has been of great deal because of what we call power struggle. Now, the third social science theory is symbolic interactionism. In symbolic interactionism, the basic notion is the meanings of things are derived from personal experiences and social interaction, meaning our point of views, our perspectives, our behavior, our perceptions are shaped by our personal encounters and experiences towards certain things, towards certain social, political, economic phenomena. For example, look at the first image. Look at the first image. The first image communicates the perception that teachers nourish, nurture, and cultivate intelligence and freedom of the students by setting up a student-friendly, knowledge-ready, and freedom-inspired classroom, right? Now, the second image could be interpreted as freedom moment. Based from our personal experience, we have associated ourselves as birds that have been deprived of freedom to fly until the time has come for us to enjoy the freedom to become, right? Now, the third image, very controversial. The third image could be understood as a state of war against environment. The environment is in a not so good condition due to unwarranted misuse and abuses, right? Man, who is supposedly a steward of the earth, has become the destroyer of the earth. So, based from our personal observation and experience, environmental hostage has been the name of the game. So, that's symbolic interactionism. We interpret things, we interpret events based from our personal encounters and personal experiences. Further example, Father, when you heard the word Father, what registers in your mind? It could be a homemaker or a home wrecker. It depends on your personal experience about Father, right? House. What is your perception of a house? It's a haven of safety. It is a place of safety. Well, maybe others may see it, may perceive house as a prison, a prison. So again, we perceive, we give the meaning of things based on our personal experiences and social interaction. Okay? So I hope that you are cleared about the disciplines of the social sciences and the three major theories of social science. Now, upon learning the functions of social science disciplines and the importance of major social science theories in the community, in the society, I hope that you will internalize your great responsibility to make this world a better place to live in. Now, look at the picture. The picture is very provocative. The picture is very revealing. It's sending a hard lesson, a hard message to us. Why spend billions to go to Mars when we can use it to rebuild the Earth? Good point. Good standpoint. It's one thing that we have to consider, not just to consider, but to give a damn about it. Now, at this point, I want you to take a critical look at the picture, then answer the following questions with a concise explanation in a whole sheet of paper. Okay? So look at the picture closely. Figure out the picture. What does the picture connote? What does the picture speak about? And here are the three questions. Identify the consequences of human society in the context of functionalism. Number two is identify the manifestation or manifestations of social inequality in human society in the context of Marxism. And three is identify the symbol or symbols that represent or represents poverty in human society in the context of symbolic interactionism. Okay? So I hope that you are clarified about the two most essential learning competencies which tackle the three major social science theories and the disciplines of the social sciences. So have a good time answering the questions. And I am looking forward and I am excited to see, to read your answers. Have a good day, students. Bye.